Hello, welcome to another edition of Business Weekly on Citi TV. I am Pius Emihere Eduku. Coming up in this edition, Bank of Ghana halts the operations of two institutions for flouting rules regulating the financial sector, and refineries to boycott Ghana's gold if it fails to address issues of illegal mining. These plus other business stories coming up in this edition. Don't go away. In our first story, the Bank of Ghana has halted the operations of two institutions for operating illegally. The two are the Agro Development Financial Services Limited and Hebron Financial Investment Limited. According to the central bank, the two institutions have been operating as an unlicensed microfinance and an authorized online foreign exchange trading business respectively. A statement on the matter and copied to Citi Business News also said the public must be cautious in dealing with these institutions. In a related development, Hebron Financial Investment Limited has halted its online forex trading following the BOG's decision to halt its operations. The company's CEO, Ebo Eshan, explained to Citi Business News, although he has halted operations, he is confident that his business is not operating outside the law. Let's now take some reactions to the government budget statement, and economist Professor Godfrey Bokpin has warned that ordinary Ghanaians may not fully benefit from the tax cut announced in the 2017 budget. He explains that consumer protection organizations in Ghana are weak, hence cannot push for the full benefit. Meanwhile, auditing firm PricewaterhouseCoopers has advised government to take advantage of the tax administrative law as it comes into force this year to broaden the tax base. According to the firm, government can use the law to encourage the private sector to fulfill their tax obligations to recover the 5.4 billion cedis that was captured as tax cuts in the budget. Now, Ivory Finance has dismissed reports that it has been paid in full the 91 million cedis owed it by insurance firm SIC. The two have been in a long-standing legal and boardroom battle over the debt which came up after SIC guaranteed a 14 million cedi ITAL construct project for 19.3 million cedis in 2013. But ITAL, a construction company, has failed to pay its lenders, Ivory Finance. New reports had indicated that SIC has settled the 91 million cedis. But speaking to Citi Business News, the CEO of CDH Group, owners of Ivory Finance, Emmanuel Edu Sarkodie, said his company has not received any money from SIC apart from the 19 million cedis paid earlier. One of our headline stories, and players in the mining industry have cautioned that Ghana risks a boycott of its gold if it fails to address issues of illegal mining within the short to medium term. According to them, the country also risks huge revenue losses from small-scale mining, which accounts for about 30% of total revenue from gold. The CEO of the Minerals Commission, Dr. Tony Oben, tells Citi Business News the glaring impact of the boycott makes an interim curative measure indispensable. Some other business stories, and some customers of DKM Microfinance have expressed disinterest and mistrust over the release of a final list for affected creditors. The Registrar General Department, which is official liquidator for DKM early this week, announced that it will release the final list for customers who have been affected by the debacle. Citi Business News checks also revealed that a total of about 60,000 customers out of the 93,000 have been paid so far. Payments of the locked up cash were supposed to have been completed last year, but delayed on a number of occasions. Finally, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union (GPRTU) has directed all its members to halt the charging of the 50% increase in transport fares. There were reports on Friday that some transport owners have begun increasing their fares by about 50% along some routes in the Greater Accra region. But in an interview with Citi Business News, the national chairman of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Kwame Kuma, said the union is still in negotiations with the Transport Ministry and it is yet to decide on any increment for fares. And that is it for this week's edition of Business Weekly on Citi TV. I am Pius Emihere Eduku. In the interim, go to citibusinessnews.com for more business stories. See you next week.